people are really gonna watch this.
They ain't got nothing else to do.
Right?
Word.
I ain't going on social media talking shit about TDS Radio. I know that much.
My man, Coach Block.
What's up, cuz? How we living?
You're rocking with TDS Radio.
Get it, Kim. All right. She got a vision, and she wants us to execute this vision.
Ooh, man. That's what TDS is about today.
Ken and Kim are the two dopest siblings that I know.
All right, man. You ready?
Am I ready? Are they ready? What's up? What's up? What's up? It's your man, Coach Block. I can't hear nothing out of the headphones.
You don't hear anything?
Nah.
Oh, because your volume's probably turned all the way down. Try that.
What's up?
How's that?
What's up? Nope.
Yeah.
There it is.
Okay.
What's up? What's up? What's up? It's your man, Coach Block, one half of TDS Radio. What's up? What's up? What's up? It's your man, Coach Block, one half of TDS Radio. How is everybody doing today? Let me slide over and act like I like you a little bit, right? Jesus.
Yeah, I also feel like I'm like super close to the edge, but whatever.
We're going to make it work. Now the sign is here. Like the sign? How's everybody? Pablo Escobar is done with SoFab Kim. She's done running her drugs wherever she runs her drugs to. Where were you at this time?
I was in Boston.
Down Boston. Ain't
with
that
Chada.
who do they always who's the people? What's the actor?
Oh, the
Wahlbergs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
It was very reminiscent of Pittsburgh.
All that up there is everything over Maryland and Baltimore is
gloomy.
just gloomy, dark for no reason. It's terrible.
But the people were nice, and the chowder was good.
Oh, you actually had Boston clam chowder?
I did, and it was excellent. And I also had my first lobster roll, which was okay.
Lobster roll, as in like instead of sushi roll?
No, like where they put the lobster meat inside like a toasted, like almost garlic bread bun.
Sounds delicious. I'm hungry. I'm like, good food. So
we're back, y'all. Yay! Come talk to us. Don't be those people. Were we gone too long?
I think we were.
I'm sorry.
You got to build the crowd back up.
I know.
This is crazy.
It's all right. Consistency is key.
It's all right. Nope, we got one. We're consistent.
All right.
there's our one. No. Hold on 1 second.
Wait, what are you doing?
Well, I had wings at home. And as I told you guys before, if there are any
are you checking to make sure she don't eat your food?
leftovers.
That is petty. Did you stop our show to make sure?
No, I didn't. She stopped our show asking, can she have them? So in our house, it's always a fight over some leftovers.
It's big back energy.
She said, no, she asked, you gonna eat them wings?
That's what I'm saying. That's big back energy.
And the energy. And the answer was no, you can have them.
Really? That's nice of you.
I made spaghetti yesterday,
No.
so I'll be going home and eating that. Hopefully, if I'm not too tired, because this is the last bit of energy I got.
Hey, Mr. Purvis, how you doing?
What's going on?
Tell Mrs. Purvis I said hi.
What's going on? So, yeah, we're all awkward right now. It's been a while. We're all like,
There's a lot going on.
moving microphones, texting at the wrong time.
Being attacked and swallowed by hair.
Yeah, it's a lot going on, but we're gonna get it right. So today is Tuesday. That we'll claim it. We've been claiming it as the Sib Tuesday.
Yeah.
So all our step siblings, how y'all feeling? Feel good? Feel great?
Cousins.
Huh?
I said all our cousins. Hey y'all.
I figured we can call them step siblings.
I like that. On your daddy's side.
Could be. Anyway,
Which interesting story.
All right.
So I don't know how many of you out there are interested in your ancestry or whatever, but I have been introduced to the world
Yeah,
of
you're going down a rabbit hole.
of doing your whole entire family history.
Yeah.
And I've only made it. I mean, it's ridiculous how detailed it is, and you don't think about it until you're actually having to do the research for it. So I'm not even on mom's side of the family yet. I'm only on dad's, and not even granddad's side, but grandma's side. And I still have the 3 other components to go through, but I've gotten as far as her grandparents on her side. But the one thing that I can't figure out is who her parents are. There doesn't seem to be any record placing who their names are, but I've seen her cousins, her uncles, nephews, things like that. So it's just this big, question mark of who actually are her parents. But her parents I found. So I've gone as back as far as 1800s.
Oh, word?
Yeah.
Back we know our slave people.
Well, one thing that I do know is that our grandfather, great grandfather, was mulatto. It actually has it written down.
He was mulatto.
He was mulatto. Yes.
So
on our dad's mom's side.
Mulatto.
It actually has it written down in his records, mulatto, but his wife was black.
Oh, word. So that's where the blood crosses, huh?
Yeah, that's where it crosses. I'm gonna try to see if I can go a little bit further than that, but so far I've found some people that are distant cousins of ours.
Cool. Yeah. I mean, I think it's great to know where you come from. I definitely wanted to do one of those ancestry.com things to figure some of this stuff out. Like I think that's cool, so that I can know. Like, okay, because then maybe one day I could be like, you know what? I want my white side to be relevant. Don't you guys ignore me. Give me my money. Give me my money.
Well, we're getting there, because once I find that white ancestor, I'll be like, cousin.
Yeah, hey, give me my money.
On our great grandmother's
So that
side.
explains this super bright light birthmark I have.
It could be, because the one thing that I've noticed on her side of the family is that they're all fair skinned.
Here's another thing. It's crazy. I think, and this is not a joke or a slight to those in the community, I think I might be experiencing some form of vitiligo. Is that how you say it?
Vitiligo?
Yeah. My left leg, I got spots that were not there before.
Really?
Yeah. I just noticed them, like when I was putting on lotion. I'm like, hey.
Are they growing?
The one on my thigh is. I'm like, what?
Girl,
what?
we on air.
We're on air.
Disrespectful.
I should put it on speakerphone or on because she might say something crazy and I get in trouble.
But how y'all doing? We sitting here talking about us, our family, things like that. How y'all doing? Check in with us. Let us know where your heart is, where your mind is, where your spirit, because we have a pretty full show today. A lot going on, from entertainment news to our messy letter to Blockbuster.
I didn't watch anything.
I did.
Oh, okay.
So
I'm sorry. Huh?
I mean, I could just do a quick synopsis of it, but because I would like for your input, I would love for you to watch it just so you can give your input, especially from a male point of view.
Okay.
So we have that, and then I also have another dating saga that I don't know what the hell is going on. Maybe in this whole ancestry thing, I can figure out what the hell happened and why I'm cursed. Because what the fuck? I know that's right.
Amen. 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 Little louder. Amen. FTK. Amen. 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 Whisper. Amen. 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 FTK. I promise you it's that. I promise you. I am so look. Here's the thing, and then we can get off of it. Get on it and get off of it. The kids are tired of us, and we're tired of the kids.
It gets to that point during the school year.
It is at that point now where you're just like, and they're and they're looking at you like, Because what people don't realize is during the school year, we spend more time with your children awake than you do. Mm-hmm. All right. So we get all this energy that happens that a lot of parents don't see until the summertime. And it's exhausting right now. They are tired of school, and school is tired of them. We both love each other, but it's one of them times where I need a break from you.
Absolutely.
Because it is. Woo, Lord.
So when is your final day?
So testing and all that stuff begins like towards the end of May, because May is moving like it got something else to do.
Facts, right?
It's already there. May is like I got to do something, and y'all are taking too long.
Yeah, that was like Happy Mother's Day. What?
Yeah. So, but yeah, so it's that time. Like first week of June, everything should be pretty much done. Kids gone, graduations and everything over. I'm gonna also speak about graduations later on because that Howard graduation, I think, got a raw deal in a way when you find out the details for those that don't know, and we'll talk about that. But let's go ahead and get into some birthdays. Yeah. Which I'm not ready for. So that's crazy. So we'll just
and of course if y'all have birthdays, go ahead and shout them out. Go ahead and shout anyone out that is celebrating a birthday that you know of, because we are more than happy to go ahead and give them some birthday love.
So I got Ronell. I got to go back because the weekend. So I got Ronell Stackhouse starting in May 11th. Michelle Adeline, Justin King, Diana Powell, Keon Young, Lynette, Nathan Darwin, Doctor, because you earned it, Dr. Kenyatta Gash. We got VJ Shatman. We got Randy Wood, our guy who owns the boxing gym.
He's so cool.
VJ Shatz, I already said, shouted you out. Jay Arthur, Ron Reed, Ellis Mandrick, Joel West, your friend and my friend, your little slight mentee,
my
Brittany,
media baby.
Brittany Cherie.
That's my baby.
Vic Musgrove. And then today is Adrienne Young celebrating her 64th, and Randolph Raheem celebrating his 36th.
All right.
Woo, that was a lot. Do you have any birthdays that you want to shout out?
I think you got everyone.
All right. And with that being said, let's say happy birthday.
All right.
You ready?
Hold on. No, I'm not. We're not with it today. I'm sorry. Hold on.
I got to get that Family Guy clip. Okay, Sheree.
Y'all ready?
Hold on, Sheree.
Happy birthday. Happy birthday to you. Hey. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Well, it looks good. It looks good. It looks fine. It looks fine. We hope you have a good time. Happy birthday to you. Hey, happy birthday to you. Yeah.
And as the saying goes, continue to live your life in a way that makes every day worth living and celebrating. From get the mouse over there. Where is the mouse? Put the mouse. Oh, from the Sibs. We're rusty. It is what it is. From the Sibs. Stuck. We're rusty. It's okay. All right. That's because I'm trying to do multiple things to clown SoFab Kim at the same time.
Whatever.
And I got it. So we'll show that later on somehow, some way. So we'll show that at another time.
Which, that's exciting TV news. But anyway.
But so hold on.
What are we doing? I don't even think that's the new one. TDS. What are we doing? What is happening?
God, we got to get that ring rust off. Entertainment news.
I don't even think that's the new one, but we'll go for it. What? close enough. We got two of those.
It's TDS Radio. We're just trying to get it together. So what?
TDS, what are we doing?
Yeah, because we're messing up. People are like, what are they doing? I'm out. Anyway,
We'll be back.
So who do we got first?
So everyone's auntie, yours and mine. Well, she's singing. Well, actually, she's not singing. I apologize. Anita Baker over the weekend decided to cancel her concert in Atlanta at the very last minute. We're talking about people were already in their seats. So the show was scheduled to start. And literally there was an announcement that due to whatever reasons, because we still don't know why she decided to cancel, Anita Baker went ahead and canceled the show. And when I tell you that social media was on fire, people were upset, people were pissed. They're like, this bitch didn't show she didn't show up. What happened? And she hasn't issued any sort of apology, any excuse as to why she canceled. We still don't know till this day. And the concert was, like I said, over the weekend. But the good thing is, even though I'm pretty sure a lot of people don't care at this point because they wanted the show, their tickets will be refunded. So everyone will get their money back. But it was supposed to be a nice little Mother's Day celebration. You know, you go see Anita Baker and you enjoy yourselves. And I'm pretty sure a lot of people were gifting that to their mothers. So
I wonder why she did it. Did she say?
She did not. And still hasn't said. She's been very, very quiet. As someone who's been very vocal on social media lately, she has not said anything as to why
You better find out why you ain't show up.
Exactly, girl. Come on.
What in the name of Lauryn Hill is going here on here? What am I doing? I know I'm tired, but come on, man. Come on, Prime. Shut up. What am I doing? Okay.
We're going to get it together, y'all. I promise you. For those of you that keep coming in and out, you know what?
It's been a while.
You're missing some quality shit here.
It's been a while. We're going to get it right. All right. Story
Moving
2.
on. I don't know why the rap girlies, that's what we're going to call them because that's what they're acting like, are literally fighting. But here's another one. So 21 Savage, Soulja Boy, and Metro Boomin are all in a feud. So it all started with, you know, some of the old unsurfaced tweets from Metro Boomin with him, you know, taking shots at Soulja Boy. But when I say old, I think these tweets were like in the early 2010s. But, you know, people will dig up stuff. And once he got caught wind of these tweets, Soulja Boy let all hell break loose on Metro Boomin. I'm saying he's talking about him and then took it too far by talking about this boy's mother, which, if you didn't know, Metro Boomin lost his mother due to a domestic violence incident. So he's saying, oh, you need to dig that bitch up and I'm gonna throw her back in there. Like just very sick and vulgar things where it's like, okay, this is off limits. Like children, this is off limits. So 21 Savage caught wind of it because they were asking him about the whole Drake and Kendrick beef. And he's like, you know, I don't want to get into any of that. Like, that's none of my business. But he did actually speak out and he was like, you know what? It needs to stop. You know, and he actually called Soulja Boy to the plate and was like, yo, like me and you need to have possibly a tussle, whatever have you. But so now Soulja Boy is saying that he wants to take both of them in the ring, you know, that usual, oh, well, let's box or whatever have you. Soulja Boy's always trying to get coin, but I definitely feel like we're taking it too far, Soulja Boy. That wasn't fair. And
everybody's trying to get $1 off of this stuff. It's over. No one cares. No one. Especially Soulja Boy. We stopped caring about you a long time ago. And so what?
Yeah.
And Metro Boomin, what?
He's a producer.
That's what I'm saying. You're just the music guy. You're just producing the jams.
But these were strays. Like, you're coming at me from some old tweets. And what he said wasn't even that bad. You know, he's like, oh, y'all trying to get beats to Soulja Boy or whatever. And Soulja Boy just completely took it from 0 to 1,000. Like, anyone else probably would have been like, whatever.
Any opportunity Soulja Boy can get to get back into the limelight, he's going to take it. Mm-hmm. But I think his time has moved. He's like Bow Wow.
Yeah.
You've had your time.
You did. And it's okay, baby. Move
and now
on.
Sit down.
Move on. Speaking of moving on, 50 Cent and Christian Combs. This is another.
I love 50.
It's another, back and forth that's happening in the social media realm. Well, Christian decided to drop a diss track, and he was addressing everyone who had anything negative to say about him and his family and the whole entire ordeal of Diddy's house being raided and the allegations. And he decided to throw some shots at 50 Cent because, as we all know, 50 is a professional troll. He's going to take any opportunity possible to talk about anybody.
Except Kendrick Lamar.
There we go.
He didn't do that.
Kendrick was also in power. So I think they probably have a relationship, bromance or something, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But, he decided to take shots at 50 Cent. Why he did that, I don't know, because we all know that 50 is petty. Now, 50, of course, didn't take it the Soulja Boy route, because at the end of the day, you are talking about a 26-year-old, and it's like, I don't have time for you, little boy.
Right.
And you're sitting here trying to act like you're from the streets. Baby, you are so privileged, it's not even funny. You have a silver and gold spoon in your mouth. So to try to act like you're some sort of thug, we're not going to do this. You're talking to grown-ass men who grew up in what it is that you're rapping about. So, of course, 50 made fun of it, like, oh, no, I'm shaking in my boots. I'm so scared that Christian is coming for me or whatever have you. But that's pretty much where it stopped. He's not really entertaining it anymore. Christian has yet to say anything else about the ordeal. But to me, it's just, once again, this is corny.
Mm-hmm.
Go sit down, little boy. Just go sit down.
Yeah. You know what? I'm going to just stop right there. Yeah.
Not going to say anything.
Because Diddy's children are privileged people.
Mm-hmm.
So you're coming from a place of privilege to try to create rap beef. It's like, man, sit down.
Please.
Y'all don't know how to live just a good life and sit back and chill and be cool, because y'all might go to jail because your dad throws everybody under the bus. You too could be next.
Hello.
So just chill out and enjoy the privileged life, man.
Exactly.
Hell. Who we got next?
I don't understand why people want to struggle.
Yeah, like,
this is not a part of my ministry.
Talk. What? Who we got next?
So moving on, Kendrick is in the news yet again.
Jesus
and this
Christ,
time
these guys just won't go away.
I mean, it's not his fault. The people have spoken. Everyone is listening to his song, They Not Like Us, and it has officially reached number one on the Hot
They Not
100
Like Us. They Not Like
Billboard
Us
charts. This is making it his fourth single that has reached number one, and people are loving it. What can we say? It's a part of Instagram. People are listening to it and they're streaming it. I'm pretty sure it'll end up in a movie at some point.
I think Joe Budden brought up the best point. Wait till football season starts and these bands get it, especially because the beginning, They Not Like Us.
Yeah.
You wait till Joe Budden was like, you wait, Drake is over. You'll never stop hearing this song. And he's right. I have a good feeling. He's like, man, the bands are practicing this right now. Y'all don't understand. Yeah, he's like, and they're gonna be yelling in that football game. You just wait. It's never gonna stop.
That is true. I heard that it may even be the official song in some sort of professional league. I'm not quite sure which one. But they're in talks of making that like the official song for them. So,
and it'll probably end up on a video game soon. Yeah. Like the college video game that's coming out. It got to. Drake, you lost.
And speaking of Drake.
Oh, no, we're talking about him?
Everyone's favorite mulatto. I know. Well, Drake.
We're talking about him?
Yeah.
We don't have a picture.
Well, that's the picture up top in the middle. So Drake hasn't said any more. He hasn't released any more music. But what he said is that he's going back to his summertime roots. And he said it's going to be about good times and summer vibes. That is what he is going for this summer.
And that's what makes him lame.
So we're going to hear more of that Controller and Passion Fruit. I'm pretty sure.
Can't go gangster then all of a sudden be like, I want to have your fun, baby. Nobody. That's why people don't like you. Last night, nah, buddy, you can't do that.
Well, you
can't do it.
Gonna mellow it out this summer, so get ready to.
Can't do it.
Get your two-step.
I haven't been your loving. I better find your heart. If I was Kendrick, that would have been that somewhere would have been in my diss.
But see, this is what I did not understand, and why no one has taken the opportunity. Why hasn't anyone used the Degrassi theme and made that a part of the diss? like taken that and made a beat out of it.
Right. Or the part where he said if anybody in his very first album, he said if anybody ever made a diss album, he would never respond.
Oh,
so when did you turn into this guy?
Trey.
Yeah, that's literally in the very first album. I found the song.
Oh.
Yeah, what happened to the I just want to be successful?
I mean, we don't know what Kendrick may have had up his sleeve.
I just want to be.
You know,
Kendrick said he ain't done.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Wait a minute. Okay.
I guess you got to put something else out so that I can just keep shredding it. Every time you open your mouth, I'm just smacking you in it.
That is petty, but I live for it. My type of petty. Mwah.
All right.
Keep it going.
Who we got?
One of my faves, Megan Thee Stallion. She dropped her video over the weekend.
In the news. Her PR team is amazing.
I mean, in this video, people are talking about it. It is trending. Her latest song, her third single off of her third upcoming album, Boa, has been literally blowing up the internet because there's so many references to it, from anime to Mortal Kombat to Street Fighter to Crash Bandicoot. There was a lot of thought that went into the video and the song, and of course, you know, she has some lyrics in there that might suggest that she might be taking shots at Nicki Minaj, but nothing has been confirmed as of yet.
Nicki Minaj is old though, so she should stop.
Nicki's always coming for her and the rap girlies, so you know.
Who are the rap girlies?
You know, like Ice Spice and Sexy Red and Glorilla.
Sexy Red made the cut.
Mulatto, you know, all of those little girls.
You know,
yeah.
At the end of the day, Sexy Red should not be in any category but trash.
People are loving her. Not to say
because she's trash. Like that seemed like this country music dude put her on stage and she was twerking.
Luke Bryan.
Mm-hmm. What was that about? Yeah. And now you just sitting up there twerking, looking ridiculously stupid for a genre of music who does not accept anybody but Beyonce.
And not even her. She had to come out with a low-key diss country album.
Like, you know what I'm saying? And how's that album doing, by the way?
Oh, really good. Really well.
It's unfortunate. Okay.
It's not that bad. I'm telling you. It's not that bad. It's not that bad. It's not that bad. And finally, one of my favorites, anyone who knows me knows that this movie I continuously reference outside of Bamboozled, Crooklyn. One of Spike Lee's joints is officially turning 30. I can't believe that in the least bit. It came out in 1994. One of the classics that he has that closely resembles his family. He said that this was something that he wrote based off of how he grew up in Brooklyn, and just a really dope Black story about Black family and the ups and downs that they all experience. And it's just cinematic gold. Anyone who knows Black cinema always references this movie, especially when you talk about Queenie and Aunt Vi. So yeah,
love Crooklyn. That's all I got. Because I love Crooklyn, and I don't think I could do it any justice as far as like cinematic descriptions and all that, because I don't know the proper words. I'm like, the lighting was good. Like,
soundtrack was awesome.
The outfits, wardrobe, yeah, that. So we're not gonna embarrass me. You said it all, champ. I forgot there was something I was trying to explain recently, and I think Chiquita said it in one word. I'm like, I just got to do better. What is it? Football? Do I have CTE? I swear I went to school. Like, what in the hell? Like, that truck is red. Vroom vroom. Fire engine. Yeah. What the fuck is vroom vroom? So I got to be careful now on how I talk. You want to know why I got to be careful on how I talk?
Why?
The second administrator from my school has found us.
Oh, really?
Yes, and has followed us. And I appreciate the follow. So now I got to watch the stories I tell, because they're like,
I don't.
You better not. So, but I appreciate the follow. But, you know, I think it's hilarious because I'm like, man, I feel like I had like an Only's fan that was found. Where they're like, is this you, Coach Block?
And is.
But I still stand by everything that I say. I just have to not say things that'll get me fired.
Well, yeah.
Which I don't know if I do, because I never tell any names, but I definitely tell tales. So hopefully I don't get fired. Fired like the guy who let those kids braid his hair or unbraid his hair.
That and how you guys felt.
All right. So I don't know the teacher's name. Don't even care. I think he was ridiculous for what he did.
Okay.
Here's why. I have daughters. I don't want to see a video of my daughter taking out another man's hair during class time.
Okay.
There's 1,000,001 different things that you can allow those kids to do. And even if they were taking out each other's hair, maybe I even give you some grace there. But as a grown man and the leader of the classroom, we're not going to have girls around you taking out your hair. Now, do I feel like it was malicious in intent? Do I feel like he was he's a pedophile or any of that thing? Absolutely not. I just feel like this is one of those things that in our culture we do at home, and this is not something for a professional setting.
Yeah.
Now, if those were like his little cousins and they were at home and watching TV, no big deal. But when it's your teacher and we're supposed to be professional and be the mentors and leaders of the room, there's a time for that, and then there's not a time for that. That's not the time. So I'm not upset with him for doing it because, yes, people playing in hair is a huge part of our culture. That's what we do. You know what I'm saying? To tell a little girl not to take that sharp edge of a comb and start going to work. And I know these kids say crazy stuff to you like, oh, you need your braids out. And then they'll say it. You know, I've been told multiple times about how nappy my beard is. And Coach Block, you need to let me brush your beard. Absolutely not. Why would I let you do that? And they were right. Some days I go in and the beard looks like Grady. I ain't gonna lie to you. 5 o'clock hits every day real hard. And some days you feel like being like, let me comb out my mane. And some days you're like, I don't give a damn, knuckle. Sit your ass down. I'm sick of this.
Like old Mr. Grass.
I'm just tired of everything. And they'll say stuff like, Coach Block, you got a brush right there in your book bag. Let me just brush it. No. So, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. So, and it's nothing that is like, let me come on and braid my hair. Like, it ain't none of that.
Yeah.
It's
but
just,
if anyone was walking past your classroom
and they seen a girl brushing my beard, so
it could be taken many of ways.
I would be escorted out the building expeditiously.
Absolutely.
Coach Block, can you come with me, please?
Yeah.
Quickly. So,
and if that was my daughter doing that, I would definitely feel some sort of way because what the hell is going on here? You know,
bad timing, terrible timing, and then you filmed it, which makes it worse.
Yeah,
but I get why you filmed it because you filmed it thinking I should film it so that nobody could say that it was, you know, some ill intent. But or
you thought it was going to be a moment, and it backfired.
Yeah, so it was pretty terrible. So let's give dude the trombone. Yeah, just give him the trombone of the day. That's it. Because why would you sit there and let those girls braid your hair like that? So you get the trombone. Not the full trombone. Like, I need it again. There you go. You get that. Because now you went straight to unemployment. For letting little girls braid your hair. You went straight to unemployment for allowing little girls, once again, little girls, to braid your hair. That was crazy. That was crazy.
Yeah, that was one thing I definitely wanted to get your input on because, you know, I know some people on social media were like, oh, it's innocent. It's innocent. It's innocent. He didn't mean anything by it. But like you said, there's a time and a place for everything. And there are boundaries. There should be clear boundaries between a teacher and a student. And was it harmless? Yes, but still, they could be perceived in so many ways. And now is not the time to try to do something like that. Like, no. And then why are we doing it in school? You, sir, you know plenty of women that could take your hair down. Like, even if the kids kept bothering you, like you said, no, don't worry about my hair. Let's worry about this lesson. That's what y'all do.
Because I'm sure all of y'all ain't straight A's. See, that's why the kids be like, you get on my nerves, Coach Block. Because what? you worried about that, and you ain't got let me look at your grade. Don't look at my grade. Click, 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 click. Oh, you got a 48. Sit down.
48. Damn. You didn't even try.
You'd be surprised of what you see in today's school as far as grades, because these kids know ultimately you can't fail them. So they give you terrible effort because they know they'll be pushed along. And that's the problem. That is the problem. And it's sad.
So it's a bunch of underachievers who feel like they deserve everything.
Entitled. Yeah. So speaking of not underachievers, let's talk about Howard University.
Yes.
So Howard University, for those who do not know the specific story, let me give y'all a little bit of what was going on with Howard. So Howard University canceled the nursing graduation mid-ceremony after the doors were smashed. Okay. Now, the thing about this was a lot of people thought that this was the graduation ceremony. It was not. This was the department graduation. So the nursing specific department graduation. So Howard University canceled this graduation ceremony for the College of Nursing and Allied Health an hour into the ceremony last Thursday. The video that was shown, it showed some people smashing the doors and the auditorium and all that stuff. And it was it wasn't cool. So the Hilltop, which is the student newspaper at Howard, reported that the crowds formed 2 hours ahead of time at 6 p.m., which was the start of the ceremony. The event was not ticketed, which that's a mistake.
That's a problem, yes.
The paper reported that the university security closed the doors to the building foyer after reaching its approximately 1,500 seat capacity. All right, so 1,500 people were in there. There were to be 280 degreed awards ceremony people, graduates. And so at that time, they were saying that they had told those kids no more than 3 to 4 people per attendee.
Now, you know, black people ain't going.
Well, see, that's the problem. We can't, we got to know how to act. Now, the dean literally said during the service, because of the size of the room and because of our relatives sometimes do not know how to act, the fire department is now here to shut us down. So the fire department says, nuh-uh. At 6:42, we responded to Cramden Auditorium for a medical call at the request of the campus police. The patient was evaluated and refused transportation to the hospital, says the chief of communication officer for the DC Fire and EMS. So then the university apologized for the cancellation because they had to now take that because you can't blame the fire department.
Right.
So they apologized for the cancellation in a Friday statement and said that they would review the crowd control policy because people was breaking stuff and tearing stuff down. Their actual quote is like, looking forward, we are going to commit to implementing measures to better manage crowd capacity and enhance the graduation ceremony experience, which I think is kind of whack to say that now. Right. We apologize for the events that you endured this week, but we stand here to salute you. And that was said at the commencement. So I feel two different ways. I feel like, one, stop with the whole super duper everybody must see the department graduation thing. That tells us that we don't know the fact that everybody can't come to the department graduation. I do understand that, and I do understand that it's an auditorium, and I do understand that while people are upset, there were 1,500 people there inside seated ready for this graduation. So all y'all can't come. Pookie, Earl, Ray, cousin down the street, Boudreaux and them, everybody can't come.
They cannot.
Now, the facility that they have the actual graduation for fits everybody. Everybody get in. The department one is a specialized one. Hey, you can tell your people, I'll see you tomorrow. We have to stop sometimes and stop making it seem like, oh, well, the university should have known better. Get there on time. Well, if you'd have got there on time, there was 1,500 people that did not have this problem. And then also students, stop ignoring. Like, here's the problem I have with graduations and any type of ceremonies. When people give rules, like when they said approximately 3 to 4 per, don't ignore it and think you're the exception. Now you think you're the exception and your people stuck outside, and I seen girls calling on cell phones, mad and upset. Hey. We said 3 to 4 people. We meant 3 to 4 people. Now, where Howard went wrong is you should have had the tickets for said 3 to 4 people. Telling college kids only 3 to 4 people for graduation is crazy.
Because you know how we get. You know our people. And I'm pretty sure that being a HBCU, there's a reason why you've had to have these rules in place, because people are going to invite everyone, regardless of what you say, because then the whole thing is, well, we don't technically have any tickets. Some people might not show up, and some people think that, you know, they might not reach capacity. So I'm pretty sure a lot of people didn't think that this was going to happen, but the university really should have been like, this has got to be a ticketed event, and if you do not have a ticket, you cannot come in, because this will happen.
And then y'all gonna bootleg the tickets, because that's what we do.
There's way to get around that.
I'm so tired of us at times, and this is one of those times, because nobody's thinking about the 1,500 people that were already in their seat doing what they were supposed to do. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I do feel sorry for those who did not. Maybe there were some people that was in that mix and they were, you know, a parent or something like that. I feel sorry for them too. So I'm not gonna say I don't feel sorry, but there was 1,500 people seated, ready to go, and the ceremony was going on, only for it to be cut because y'all can't act right outside.
And if that was the case, they probably should have said first come, first serve.
And then once you got here and you found out you can't get in, guess what? You can't get in. We're not going to tear shit up because you can't get in.
No, and typically they have somewhere that's kind of like an overflow area where you
they
can
didn't
watch.
have that, and that's unfortunate too. But I do feel like, Howard, you guys got to do better with this.
Yes.
But I also believe this is one of those situations where we have to show up better as well too, because this also was not the graduation. This was the department graduation. The actual graduation was still to come, and you could have participated in that just as well. So everybody here, I feel like, has a little piece of it, but the most goes to Howard. And then the next big piece goes to people not being able to receive what was being told to them. Just because you feel like you were wrong don't mean tear this shit up. And that's what y'all was about to start doing. You can't get in. Next time, be a part of the 1,500 people who didn't have a problem.
Or like you said, if the graduation is the next day, then I'll just wait for the graduation then. What the hell? Like, it's not that deep. Why do we take, not to say that it shouldn't be taken seriously. Why do we take
these little things and make it a big deal?
Yeah, but I'm like, okay, if you're not.
Because grandma's going to get her leg cut off, and she said she wanted to see her baby graduate from the school that she went to. Because if she don't, she gonna get the leg cut off. My uncle, he the one that helped raise me, and he need to be there too. And he the one driving Mama, because Mama don't drive her own car. My cousins, who I ain't never talked to, just want to be there so they could be seen and take pictures and do TikToks, because at the end of the day, they ain't did nothing either, but they got to be there because they in the back seat with Mama and my uncle who helped raise me. Then Dad, who just popped up on the scene, he got to show up because that's my baby, and I paid a lot of child support for this to happen, so I'm gonna see this happen. Mom was probably the only one in there on time. She got 4 people behind the glass ready to tear shit down, and my mom was the one they called the people for because she done passed out because her diabetes done flared up. That's what happened. I promise you. Diabetes flare-ups is bad.
This is why you have tickets. My university had tickets, and they meant that shit.
Your university was very not black.
Oh yeah, that's true. That's true.
Which means, that's what I'm saying, like, we got to do better in this situation because it makes the black establishment or institution look like that they weren't prepared for something like this. You got to think 2 to 3 steps ahead. The graduation, even for our high school right now, everybody's role, everything is already played out. You know what it's about to do and what it's about to hit for. So
absolutely.
Howard, do better. And then parents and people who were in the audience, excuse me, do better too.
Mhm.
If unfortunately, if it's full, I can see if they was like, y'all just canceled it just to cancel it. Y'all pulled an Anita Baker, different. Nah, there's 1,500 people in there. I just blew it. My fault.
Yeah.
I'll catch y'all at the
And
dinner.
that's what I'm saying. There should have been someone there to say, we're at capacity. I apologize. And of course, you can have people that's going to be, I'm upset. You should have been here earlier. But all of this is communication, process, operations. All of this could have been avoided on so many levels. But this is one of the reasons why rules and policies and procedures are in place, because of things like this.
Amen. What do we have next?
Our messy letter. You ready? What should I tell my best friend? Oh, no. Typically, we are always late because we got to rush towards the end of the show.
It's 6:45. But okay, let's do it. You ready?
Yep.
It's time for
the messy letter.
The messy letter. Here we go.
All right. All right. So this one says, my best friend, male 57, came to my house on the verge of having a breakdown, asking for marital advice. His past dirt caught up with him, even though it happened roughly 14 years ago. His wife of 36 years moved out, took the children, and filed for divorce. Someone sent his wife a video from beginning to end from a porn site of him having unprotected sex with a very young woman. We searched the web and are you laughing? Are you laughing? Oh my God.
Oh God.
We searched the web and this video is on a lot of porn sites and been floating around as far as we can see since 2010. He admitted he went to her dorm on numerous occasions, but was unaware she was recording, which she uploaded it to the internet, and we're assuming she got paid. He doesn't remember anything about her at all, except she was frail, undernourished, looking freshman just out of high school. The wife doesn't care how long ago it's been, but it's the fact it happened during the marriage. She feels betrayed and embarrassed. He's asking me to help him get his family back. I don't know what to tell him. Anyone?
What? So if I'm hearing this letter right, a dude messed with a young girl, a possible college-aged girl, and lost his wife of 36 years and kids. She took the kids too, because there was a porn video that surfaced of him messing with this girl
while he was still married.
But the video is 10 years old.
Probably about 14 years old.
14 years old. And what's the question? What is they asking? He said, okay.
Yes. He said that he was asking, he's asking for help on how to get his family back. He said, I don't know what to tell him. Please help. This is if your best friend came to you and said, man.
You see, I'm stumped. Like, you gotta take that L, bruh. What was you doing? Like, what? This is not something that, okay, so as men, all we could do, like, okay, remember the scene in Boomerang where David Allen Greer's parents went into the bathroom, had sex, and came out, and he was waiting, and Eddie Murphy looked at him, and he was like, and then they just hugged.
Yes.
You did it. All right.
You
So
did.
there's nothing that we can say that you didn't do it. So you did this. You were married. Didn't tell your wife. Get your family back.
He wants his family back.
Nah, you bet. The best thing to do is just let that chill for a minute. And you're never gonna. It's out there.
What puzzles me is why we felt the need to mention that she was frail and malnourished. What did that have to do with it?
Trying to make him seem like a pedo, but at the end of the day, whatever. That Not whatever to pedo, but whatever to the fact that this video was done 10 years ago. 14 years ago, and it's still circulating. So your old balls are still out there, sir.
Well, he would have been what? How old? 43.
When he did the video?
Yes, he was 43. Let me make sure I'm doing my math
right. Sit your old ass down somewhere. That's like me doing a man.
Yes, he was 43.
No.
So you were 43 messing with possibly an 18-year-old because it says that he doesn't remember anything about her at all except she was a frail, malnourished. I don't think he meant to say undernourished. Malnourished looking freshman just out of high school. So we're dealing with anyone between 17 to 19 years old, and you were 43 at the time.
And he wonders why nobody can help him. There's nothing. Go sit down and hope that this girl was of age before your ass end up.
That too.
I promise you, there's absolutely no advice, and there's not even jokes about it. You did a porn and put that thing on and allowed that girl to put that thing on social media.
Now he said allegedly he doesn't recall her recording the video.
Y'all did it. Neither did R. Kelly, and he looked in the damn camera. We all seen it.
And what's messed up is he said the video is on a lot of porn sites. And he's done this on numerous occasions. So this was not a one-time thing. You've done this multiple times.
There's numerous occasions, multiple girls, or the same girl.
No. It says he admitted he went to her dorm on numerous occasions, but was unaware she was recording, which she uploaded to the internet, and we're assuming she got paid.
And so you think this woman that your woman is supposed to take you back? Get ready to pay. It's gonna cost you.
You think so?
It's gonna cost you. So I'm saying, like, when you do dumb stuff like that as a man, you got to get ready because it's going to cost you.
And you were old, no offense, but you're too old, 43 years old, to be making this sort of mistake.
I know that you're one. There is no offense taken. Because that's what I'm saying. As a 43-year-old man now, what do I tell this dude? Like, what? You better hope you don't go to jail.
Yeah.
Like, what the man?
Yeah.
This is so ignorant. There's no response. What do I tell him? Because he's trying to get his family back. You ain't. And get ready to find out how much this is going to cost you. And hopefully them kids is super grown so that you... Because that's the other part. She said, take the kids. Now, how old is the kids? Is you just out here sugar daddying?
It doesn't say. He said, okay, so wait a minute. It was his wife of 36 years.
Correct.
Right? So he's 57. So 36. So they've been together since he was 21.
So then them kids is old. I don't want to hear that. Mm-hmm. And if they are old, then cool. But then they're going to be embarrassed.
The children, then I don't know.
Why? Yeah, who knows? Bottom line is you're going to pay her some money for what you did. So hopefully you're getting a couple dollars off of those streaming sites because your ass about to pay.
You ain't getting nothing. She getting something.
Well, I mean, he might be getting it and she don't know about it as far as like the money fed in from the streaming sites. But that money that he's getting, he's going to now have to pay her in alimony. And if the kids are underage, and child support. There is nothing that you can say to this woman that's going to make it like, oh, it's understandable. Nah. Because it's out there in the world. So then now you have to keep reliving it. That's going to make it 10 times worse.
Yes. And then other people are going to see
Other people didn't see it. Now you didn't put in a letter. And then if one person know, multiple people know.
Yeah.
Information is like roaches. You see one, there's more.
Because someone sent it to the wife.
That's what I'm saying. So there's somebody out here like, is this your husband's old balls? Those are his old balls. And then now you got in trouble.
Do you think that he's desperate because of embarrassment, or do you really think it's one of those things where I messed up?
Both. You're embarrassed and you know you messed up, and take me back, please. And that's crazy. That is crazy work. You're never gonna get her back. That's done. That is over with. Cancel Christmas on that. It's over. And it's unfortunate that you're putting her through something like this because you wanted to have a rendezvous with a college girl. What are we at
43 on multiple occasions?
You know how gross that is to me.
You are 43 on a college dorm. That is creepy in itself. How in the world can a 43-year-old walk on a college dorm and enter into the dorm room? Nobody saw this?
Jerome Bettis did it.
Gross. What?
I can't tell nothing, but anybody who went to my school know Jerome Bettis dated one of the girls on campus.
Ew.
But he wasn't that old during the time. You figure he was probably in his latter 20s, possibly early 30s.
Okay.
But
you're still in a college dorm.
He showed up a couple times, and he was dating. Jerome Bettis was dating one of the girls I can't say on what, but Jerome Bettis was dating one of the girls, or took out multiple times. At the very least, took out multiple times one of the girls on our college campus, and nobody said a word.
20s compared to 43.
But I'm gonna say at that time, let's see. All right, we gotta do some math. How old is Jerome Bettis? Because I can give you the time frame. I can't give you the specific age. Now let's see. Jerome Bettis currently is
I would think he was in his 50s.
And that's just terrible. But Jerome, you know I ain't lying. You know you was on Duquesne University's campus. Jerome Bettis is currently he's 52.
I figured.
All right. So at the time I was in school, he was born in 72. So if Jerome is literally he's 11 years older than me.
Mm-hmm.
All right. 12 years older than me. Well, 11. I was born in 81. All right. So if I was 19 at said time, Jerome Bettis was what? What's the math on that? 30.
Mm-hmm.
30. Okay. So his 30-year-old ass was on our campus dating girls.
That is crazy.
But
it's nobody sees this. Like nobody's like, why is a super old nigga on campus?
No, it was the bus. That's like when I'm like, it's the Jews. It was the bus. It's like, is that the bus with?
Okay, well, that's understandable. But this guy is not the bus.
He was 13 years older than the bus.
You, on multiple occasions, were on a college dorm, and you didn't find this creepy. You're sitting here having sex on a twin bed, with a 18-year-old, 17 to 19.
Maybe they had a campus apartment.
He said, no, he said dorm.
Gross. So who let him in?
She did, I guess so.
Well, then it must have been during the time that you can have, because at a certain point at night, you can't get in there.
But you know what? I say that we didn't have much restrictions in our dorms. But then again, I went to a PWI. So.
I seen old men on college campuses. Call me Mr. Tibbs. I seen old men on college campuses. This is the stuff where I don't blame women, so I don't want nobody even watching this and being like, you're a victim shamer. I am not, but I just need to know at what age do we hold people accountable for what they're doing. And I think you can hold college kids accountable for what they're doing. I have seen old men, you've been like, oh, that's your dad. He dropped off your little package, your little snack. And you're like, wait a minute, that ain't your dad. Why is he here?
Gross.
Or why are they picking you up?
Right. Bless you.
I've seen it. And for anybody who says they're a lie, I ain't gonna name drop, but anybody who was at Duquesne University and they lived in Viceroy, we seen your business. Because the way the cars flow, so everybody can see who's being picked up and who ain't being picked up. We know. So,
and that's what I'm saying. So if this is your best friend, I don't know if they were friends during that time. You mean to tell me that this man didn't tell you about this? Or did you really think that nobody was going to see this video? Because once it's on the internet, it's out there.
It's a lot of dirt that you don't tell your friends.
Oh.
It's a lot of dirt because they got big mouths and they're going to tell somebody, and then now you like, man, I can't tell this on this. This can't hear this one. I'm gonna just die, take this one to the grave. And this was one of those ones. Then and now you got in trouble. It's like, help.
Yeah, can't go to the grave on this one because what goes around comes around. And you thought that you were safe. And now look, 14 years later, your dirt showed up on your doorstep. And now you're sitting here crying, talking about, I want my family back. You can't get your family back because that's creepy. Even any way that you put it, it's not like you were a college kid messing with another college kid. You were 43 years old messing with a teenager, anywhere between 17 to 19 years old. The oldest possibly 2021.
Yeah, terrible thing. So our advice to the question is, you don't get any help. You were too old. You were 43 years old messing with a college college chick in her dorm, and it filmed, and it went out, and then now you're looking crazy, and it caught up to you, and your wife wants you gone, or she's leaving, and you're gonna have to pay. So hopefully it was worth it.
Yeah,
because it's over with her.
I hope so. Yeah, that's sad. And then your kids, now you got to explain to the kids why daddy ain't there no more. You know.
They probably seen it depending on the age. Is this dad? Because there's no restrictions on internet porn at all. All you got to do is say you're 18. Boom, you're in.
That's crazy.
It is.
I wonder who sent her the video.
Some girlfriend. Or a dude that want to get with her and she was cheating on the side too, because it's 36 years. She probably got a side boo too.
Or it could have been some guy that was watching and was like, yo, babe, look. And then.
Yeah, right. Hey, ain't this Terrell? Hey, look, ain't this Terrell? Ain't that your girl's husband?
Embarrassing.
And then she said, send me that. First, why was you watching it? That ain't the point. This is Terrell.
What category were you watching, sir?
College teens. Gross.
What's going on, sir?
That 18 category that is just gross.
Right.
And being an old pervert. So an old pervert gave it to her, and then now she got it. It's terrible.
Yeah. Unfortunately, sir, I think this is one messy letter where we can't really help.
We're against you. You shouldn't have did it.
Well, the best friend was asking for help. So technically, to the best friend, we can't offer you any advice because
your homeboy, the best advice is tell your homeboy to try to take it off as many streaming sites as he possibly can. Because it already ruined his life, and it's going to continue to ruin his life because everybody's not for OnlyFans and porn. So if it surfaces again, the next person might be like, nah, I'm good. Because it's what appears to be a little girl. So it's going to make you look crazy. Because
you were 43.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, sorry, we can't help you this go round, friend. Just,
that was wild.
Your best friend's just gonna have to suck it up. Sorry.
Ew. 43 messing with a college kid is crazy.
That is insane.
I couldn't even imagine being on my daughter's on a college campus. Now you Uncle Creepy like, D, who's dad? You like, dad, gross.
Right.
I mean, I'm saying she old enough.
Ew.
Gross. Men, we got to do better. All right. What we got next?
So next we have.
Hi, people.
And if you guys did not hear the messy letter, please be sure to go back and listen to it because this one was probably one of the most insane that we've had. And if you can help this person out,
we can't.
I don't think we can. If you can help this person out, then by all means, let's see if you can give them some advice. But I don't know what to say other than sorry. So coming up next, we have a Blockbuster. And this is our segment where we typically talk about new shows, new movies, whatever have you, that we feel that you should be watching. And of course, get in on the conversation. If there's something that you're currently watching, something that is a part of your streaming routine, let us know. I am constantly looking for new things to watch and get into. And I'm guessing you as well.
Always. I just don't, I'm overwhelmed. I wanted the segment, but I'm like, I don't know where to start. There's so much streaming stuff going on. I don't know where to start.
Before we get in,
I was gonna play the video. Sorry.
Go ahead and play the video.
Where is it? I can't see it.
It's one of. Actually, can we take a quick break?
Sure. Somebody has a tinkle.
Yes.
Y'all can't see it. She got 900 bottles of water lined up over here. Now, anytime when I do it, she be looking at me.
Well, at least I say something. You just take off running like nigga.
Because my bladder's 43 years old. I'm like, no, I don't want to feel myself and be Uncle Diaper. Now I'm that guy. I'm like, does this Negro have a diaper on?
Oh my God, please take a break.
Oh, we got people in here. We gotta take a break.
Right back. Or you can entertain them. Either way, I gotta go.
I can't entertain y'all because I don't have anything else to say.
Well, take a break, damn it. Take a break. Y'all should have been in here earlier.
Everybody has potted.
Yeah, we're back. Sorry about that, guys.
All right, now what were we talking about?
So, Blockbuster, do you want to play it? Because you were having some difficulties.
I wasn't. I just didn't know which one it was because I can't see that far. So it's which one? This one?
No,
this one.
That's BSPN.
Introducing Blockbuster's movie review on TDS Radio, your go-to source for fire reviews on movies, at-home streaming, cable television, and more. Let's see if it'll get the 2 thumbs up from the Sibs or if it's whack. The reviews will cover edge of your seat thrillers to heartwarming dramas. We got you covered for all your entertainment cravings every Tuesday at 7 p.m. And for my streamers, let's create an entertainment community. If you have a show or movie we should review, DM us so we can share it. Life is too short for bad movies and boring shows. So tune in every Tuesday at 7 p.m. for the review and follow us on Facebook, Instagram to join the community of entertainment enthusiasts. It's Blockbuster's Movie Review. Get your popcorn ready. It's TDS Radio, our voice, our culture.
Yeah.
What are we doing? Was that a good transition? I don't know.
Yeah, you know,
it was all right.
All right. One thing that we did not get a chance to discuss on the show that I definitely feel is worth it is them, the scare.
Yeah.
Did you get a chance to watch it?
All the way.
Okay. All right. So then let's start there. How did you feel about it?
Great.
Really? Yeah.
I thought it was great.
Yeah.
Great story. Great plot twist.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of figured it out early what was going on.
Mm-hmm.
Only thing was you know, I like the insane red hair guy. I just don't like the way they try to make it seem like like even after he was dead, he still came back around and haunted people. Like, I think they should have just left him as a current character that was doing that. You know what I'm saying? Like, they made him almost fictitious in a way because like the spirit of him was still around doing some of that stuff, like in her.
What do you mean?
So like, remember the very last scene, technically he was dead.
Mm-hmm.
Why not just leave him alive? You know what I'm saying? Like I think he should have been a serial killer.
Kind of like the what you gonna do, man?
Yeah,
Okay.
He should have been a serial killer where we know his story is based upon the fact that he's a serial killer, not this fictitious person just going around and bending people up. You see what I'm saying? Like, so for example, like she was the person doing it, right?
Well,
Because
no.
who bent the kid up in the car?
That was him.
Right. But how did he do it?
Because he was haunting them.
That's my point. But how are you haunting them?
I'm guessing what I got from it was he essentially was like the Black Freddy Krueger.
Right.
You know, he haunted you in your dreams and you couldn't escape him. So regardless, you're going to get hurt.
I think they should just let him be like a real person who was doing this versus the Freddy Krueger person doing it.
Really?
Yeah, I think if he was really doing that stuff to people, like really instead of Freddy, I think that would have made it even more creepier.
I can see that.
Because the fictitious thing makes it like la 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 la. Nah, man, he was dealing with a part of their generational curse, and they should have allowed him to be live for that.
I can see that.
Because basically that's what we're talking about here. Well, unfortunately, we're talking about family generational curses. All the way down to, you know, the mom thinking she can give the son away and the son and the daughter, the twins, away because she's thinking she's running from the generational curse that her people gave her, and you can't run away from it.
And see, I took it from a different aspect of he was so hurt and so angry that he had no choice but to come up with this spirit because he had some way or somehow that energy had to be channeled. So it's like, I have to create this character or this culture, not culture, this creature. So then that way I can finally get that person. I don't want to spoil it for anybody. Get that person's attention. You know, that's how I kind of took it.
See, I think I would like to see it kind of be like Saul.
It's where it's like he's just
he's tormenting her into figuring out what's really going on. You see what I'm saying? Like the Saw, like the last one with Chris Rock, how basically they were tormenting him to find out who his dad really was. Mm-hmm. I would have liked to see it go that way, because when you're talking about spirits, and it's like, all right, now we got ghost bending people up like this. That's when it almost lost me, because I'm like,
really?
Yep. Because the other one, there was no fictitious. These are real people going through this in real time. Nothing was fictitious about any of their experiences. Nothing was spiritual about any of their this stuff. Every single piece of the very first one, those people were experiencing it straight up. Mm-hmm. So now to turn it into a boogeyman was like,
really? I enjoyed it.
And because he still could have been real. He still could have dressed up the whole 9 yards. He still could have did all that real instead of being a boogeyman. Because I'm like, so, you know, you folded dude up in the ride, which was crazy. Like, you shouldn't have did that. Then you folded the crackhead dude up. That was crazy. Like, so you just folding people up everywhere.
And the twins.
And then now you went nuts and made her go nuts to only realize she was remembering, like, oh, when I went to the house, this was in my mind versus what was really going on. Because now you got explanations to do. So if you go back and watch it from the very first episode, I wanted to see if like the people were reacting to her, not really seeing what was really there. Because she made it when she went back, none of the stuff that was there when she went back on the second go round. Right?
What do you mean?
When initially in the first house with the crazy lady, she goes in and she sees the dolls. She sees the little area where they was trapping her in the box. But in reality, none of that was there.
Oh yeah, no, it wasn't there.
That's why I said it makes it more to me that let it be real, but then let her remembrance of these things be why he's that way and he's still alive. You see what I'm saying? Because technically what she thought was trauma, he was helping her. But it's spirit, like when she was in the box, he fed her the straw so she can get some more air. Like, and then like when the father passed, they're thinking he was keeping the medicine away from the father. He was trying to give the medicine to the father. So there should have been like actual true dialogue with them two. Because she's a detective, and it should have been like true dialogue with them versus us trying to piece that together, because that was truly her brother, and she should have had to witness her brother in real life versus that little spiritual Freddy world that he was.
Well, she couldn't because he died. Remember?
That's what I'm saying. They shouldn't have killed him. They should have not killed him in the story. They should have let him be a live character throughout.
Oh.
Because then that would have made it even more realistic about the torment that this man was going through. Because when you make it spiritual, it's kind of like, oh, then we go into our boogeyman. Nah, people live with that. And they should have seen, I would have liked to see the fact that his mental anguish, he had to live with that.
And see, I see it both ways, where the time that we see him where he's not making the auditions, and he can't really get a grasp on who he is, and being rejected by his adopted family, and just a constant rejection. I kind of felt like, okay, this is his anguish. Like he just physically couldn't take anymore, because the final straw was, I found my sister and now she's rejecting me, and it's like, you know what, fuck it, I'm done with it. I can't.
But I mean, he came off super weird though. So.
He's awkward.
He came over with a cake for niggas that you don't know. Like I'd have did the same thing. Like, don't come around here no more.
Well, how do you say, hey, I'm your brother?
So that happened to me in real life.
Oh yeah.
And the way it was done was, I was washing our car. Or I was washing a car.
About that.
Huh?
I have a funny story about that.
I was washing my car, and she was washing her car. Or my brother was washing his car. I was washing my car. So there is another sibling of ours. There isn't. So while I'm washing the car, this girl comes up and she says, "Can I speak to Kim Blocker?" And so my brother steps in front of me like, "Why? Who are you?" And she was like, "What?" And I pushed him like, "Man, shut up."
Right.
I said, "Man, I'm Kim Blocker. What's up?" She said, "Nah, he be older than you." And so then I said, "My dad?" She was like, Yeah, our dad. What? And so then older brother goes in the house, gets the phone, calls, and says, "Who's this lady?" And make a long story short, he was like, "Ask her name, Nicole." Yeah, her name's Nicole. Oh yeah, that's your sister. Bring her to the house.
Crazy.
Oh yeah, that's your sister.
Bring her to the house.
Bring her to the house. What up, but.
Insane.
So, that was her way of doing it. Y'all, I am so sorry. I promise you, like, when I get tired, it comes out straight and raw. Like, so that's how she did it. Yeah. Maybe that's just as awkward as a cake.
I guess so, because how do you even have that conversation? How do you begin to have that dialogue when so many years have passed?
You come to the door and you come with proof. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man. You come to the door, you come with proof.
Obviously, she didn't need it because just made a phone call. And he said, "Yeah, bring her to the house."
Yeah, but they didn't have their parents.
Yeah, that's true.
Like, so if you have a parent to reference, then it's different. But if she would have showed up with a red wig and haunting me in my dreams, she probably wouldn't have made it far because we're going to fight.
And it's sad because that's what I deal with when you repress so much of your memories that you need that person to kind of rejog, because he's like, "Remember, bitch, remember." And she's like, "I have no idea what you're talking about. I don't even remember you." And that's sad.
She got reverse Alzheimer's. You were there. You were sitting next to me.
Trauma. I don't remember. So, thumbs up, down. Yeah. So if you haven't seen Them the Scare, it is on Amazon Prime. It is a fascinating series. It is the second installment of Them that came out in 2022, I believe it was. Yeah. And directed by Little Marvin, written by Little Marvin, and it is a really, really good storytelling. And I'm here for it because I think it is definitely time for us as a culture to have our own cryptids and creatures and ghosts and things that go bump in the night. So I felt like this was definitely a nod towards Freddy Krueger, which is one of my favorites. So I thoroughly enjoyed it. Go watch it and let us know what you think. And then also we have The Ultimatum. I believe I told you about this show. I can't remember if I did or not, but it's a Netflix series where you give your significant other the ultimatum and you bring them onto the show. And when you bring them onto the show, they then pair you with other couples who are giving their significant other the ultimatum. And they mix the couples around. You know, fraternize with them, you talk, you have conversation, because then you get to find your test significant other for 3 weeks. So that person is somebody that you spend almost a month with and decide if you're ready to marry your original partner or if you want to keep going out into the world and dating or be with this new partner. Now, this show is extremely messy. I believe there was 2 seasons for the American version. Then there was an LGBTQIA version for women, lesbian women. And then now they have the South African one. And I can honestly say that this by far was my favorite season because of how everyone handled it. There was a level of maturity there that I enjoyed. Very good, thought-provoking conversation. I enjoyed how the men handled it because at the end of the day, you are in this experiment where your girlfriend or your fiance is with another man. So for them to actually pull the guy to the side and be like, "I want you to make sure you respect her. Don't put your hands on her, whatever have you. And know that that's still my woman at the end of the day." Because after the 3-week experiment, you then go back to your original partner for a week. And then you guys decide if you want to stay together.
Well, for entertainment purposes, cool. For not entertainment purposes, why would I set myself up for that?
And that's what it comes down to. Most people who come on the show are just you realize a couple things: that people are extremely jealous, that people aren't as serious about their relationships as they claim to be. And you also realize that people aren't as ready for marriage like they thought they were. Because one guy that was on there, he just wanted to have fun. You know, he literally told his, woman that, up from the moment that they swapped the moment that they were able to swap their significant others, he was flirting with this other woman and, getting her drinks and all up under her, putting his arm around her, just being very disrespectful because your other person is there while you're mixing and mingling. And then once everybody goes into their quarters, because your new significant other, you are living together in a house, a shared space. Well, we know that things can happen. Next thing you know, this new significant other that he's with, he decides to sleep with, not once, not twice, but 3 times. And those awkward conversations come around because, of course, producers are going to prompt you to talk about certain things of like, okay, well, who slept with whose significant other? He lies about it, but she does not. And she's like, I'm going to pull his girlfriend to the side and let her know, like, this is what happened. All hell breaks loose. What?
See, this is the type of stuff that society doesn't need. It doesn't. Society does not need this because that's real life. People are doing that all the time to one another. So then now we're just going to put a camera on it. Mm-hmm. And then people, women especially, will complain about these behaviors in men and why can't I find somebody, but then go on shows to do the shit that you complain about. That is that's why I don't know what I did Saturday.
What did you do?
So Saturday, I was like, I'm gonna go to the store and get some cookies because I'm old. I rode to the store and I asked my woman, would you like to go to the store with me and get some cookies? And she was like, yeah, I want to go to the store with you and get some cookies. So we rode our car to the store to get some cookies. Sunroof up, moon coming in. And we said, let's take the long way and just drive around. We were back home by 9:30. Mm-hmm. And we said, you know what? We're old. We're going to eat these cookies and just watch TV. Why would I go on some shit like this and ruin my cookies?
Ruin your cookies?
Why would I do that? Because you're putting yourself in the fire to be tempted.
Yes, absolutely.
And most people can't handle that.
Right.
I probably could because sex is expensive. It's going to cost you something. It's either going to cost you something physically, something mentally, something emotionally, or something financially. It's going to cost you something. Mm-hmm. So I would be the dude on the show like, I guess I'm getting voted off first. We're not voting people off. Well, then what do you want me to do? I want cookies.
Well, there was a guy like that. Aiden, a white guy. He was the only white guy on there. But he and the young lady right there that's off on the far right-hand side, they just essentially became friends. Like he knew his significant other was who he wanted and she wanted her significant other. So they just kind of went through the experiment of just being friends.
That would be me. I would sleep on the floor or wherever. If there was a couch inside of me, I got the couch, you got the bed.
They purposely made the couch uncomfortable so you have no choice but to sleep in the bed.
I sleep straight up. I can sleep in this chair right here.
Absolutely not. I better move over.
If I lean this chair against this wall, I can sleep on TDS live streaming.
And we'll probably get fucking views because people watch people sleeping.
I was just like I can sleep I promise you, because this chair even leans back. I can go to sleep just like this.
Absolutely not. No, I need a whole bed.
I used to work third shift, sleep just like this. Next thing you know, what's up? Oh, okay.
Absolutely not. No.
So it wouldn't bother me. That would be the people that they'd be like, this dude's boring. I'm like, no, I just don't want to ruin my life.
Right.
Because the check ain't hitting enough for me to ruin my life for this.
And the thing is, you don't have to. Like just because you're on the show doesn't mean that you have to, I have to sleep with this person, because you can do exactly like what Lebo and Aiden did, where they talked, they talked about each other, they talked about their relationship, they talked about their family, and they became really good friends at the end of the experiment. And even so, when she found out that her significant other was cheating on her, he was there to comfort her. And he even told her boyfriend, like, yo, now's not a good time. Like, leave her alone. She's not in a good mindset. I need you to step away. So it was good to see that, okay, yes, we're in this experiment, but I found a newfound friend where it's just platonic. Like, we're not attracted to each other. We're just friends. Now, some people on the other hand, like this couple down here on the bottom, her, his significant other, she ended up catching feelings. They both ended up catching feelings.
How long is this experiment?
Well, you stay with the new person for 3 weeks.
So you catch feelings in 3 weeks, then that you wasn't really. You know how hard it is for me to catch feelings for somebody. It's gonna take longer than 3 weeks.
And that's the thing. It's new, so of course it's like, oh, this is fun. It's new, it's different, it's somebody else. You have nothing else to do but to spend time with each other because they don't give you a cell phone. There's no TV, there's no music, there's no nothing. You have nothing better to do than to literally get to know one another.
Can we eat?
Oh yeah.
Oh, well then we just gonna eat and be cool. Don't we got games?
No. Well, I think so. Yeah.
Can we go outside?
Yeah, you can go outside, you can go for walks, you can go to the pool, things like that.
Then we're gonna eat and chill 3 weeks. There's nothing that's gonna cause me to uproot my life that's within 3 weeks besides millions of dollars. Because millions of dollars, everybody got a price. Everybody gets mad when I say that, but everybody got a price. Mm-hmm. Everybody got a price where they'll be like, well, you understand.
But I think that's also when you're in a relationship with someone where it's like, this is who I want to be with. When you have people who are unsure or uncertain, then that's when temptation can come into play. And people are like, well, this person is kind of cool,
I wish you would. Furniture would be moving on that show.
And it did. That's what I'm saying. Things got a little serious.
I wish you would. In 3 weeks, 3 weeks, and I put in. Imagine me going on this show and I'm with my woman for 9-10 years in the game, and you let some Negro with a smush face.
That's not nice.
I'm gonna say a lot of bad things.
That's not nice.
But you let some Negro come in talking crazy,
and then y'all sleep together
for 3 weeks, and it only took 3 weeks for you to get, man, if you don't.
And they sleep together. And that, like I said, this wasn't like people were kissing and hugging and cuddling and stuff like that. You
better not. We can chill. Once again, I love the floor. I'll lay on the floor. You lay on the couch. We watch. You said no TV.
No TV.
Well, then what do we got to do? What are we supposed to do? Butt sleep with each other and talk.
That's what I'm saying. So they literally
set
have
them up
to where you have no choice but to catch feelings. Like you could, like you said, you can cook. I think they allow you to go to the store or whatever have you, but then you have to come right back, and they'll have like little activities, for the groups. Like the girls will do stuff, the guys will go do stuff. Like for instance, they had a night where the guys were able to grill and drink and smoke cigars and stuff like that. And that's when most of the conversations came out about like, so you with my woman, what did y'all do? And things get uncomfortable because it's like, well, we didn't do anything, only for you to later find out that this man lied to your face and he slept with your woman 3 times.
Cut the cameras off. Because everybody fitting to catch it in South Africa today. Cut the cameras off. Ain't no way. But then I wouldn't even, I don't know. Because I wouldn't even be all but so mad at him because she's the one that gave it up. So it's like, nah.
Then you have to turn around and be in this isolated house with that person
that slept with your woman.
No. Now you're back with your woman
after she done gave it up. Mm-hmm. Oh man, I'm like, man, this ain't gonna be fun. Why? Because we ain't got nothing to say to each other. This will be handled at home, and somebody ain't gonna be calling it home no more. Get out. You let Zimbabwe Bob get to you, and then now we talking. Man, I wish South African Steve talked your draws off, huh? He does not treat you right. You need to be treated like a fine lady. And next thing you know, draws off. And not once, not twice, but thrice. Oh man.
Yeah, at least 3 times. And then you have the couple in the back where she was.
He does not treat you right. It is time for you to experience another man. I'm like, oh, okay, all right. I will brush him.
So, and then you have the couple in the back where he realized that he was paired with a woman who is not a good person. She's just not a good person, regardless of what anyone does. She's bitter. And she is someone who feels like she's entitled. She doesn't feel like she needs to do anything or contribute in any way in the relationship other than being pretty. And he realized he needed
Which
more
one
than
is
that.
that?
That's the one in the back with the pink in the back row.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
And she's trash with them Target jeans on.
Shut up. And she had a horrible lace front. Horrible.
I can tell from here.
But he realized that,
Did the brother at the bottom with the yellow cheek?
No, he did not. He was such a sweet guy.
I can tell.
He was so
But the
sweet.
dude in the red did.
No, he didn't cheat either.
Oh, he didn't?
Mm-mm. But he was starting to have feelings for another girl that's on there.
Could we stop with the have feelings? Like, oh, God, you guys are terrible. 3 weeks? Like, we're cool with 3 weeks. It's not like I'm like, you know what? I think I'm falling for you. In 3 weeks?
Mm-hmm. In 3 weeks.
Wax sauce.
Mm-hmm. Yep. So
did that door just open?
No, it's been open.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, so
wax sauce.
Like I said, at the end of it, you decide what it is you want to do. The guy in the back, he decided to give her a promise ring because he didn't feel like they were ready to commit, and she lost it. But I wish he just would have told her no instead of trying to appease her.
Seems like an interesting show to lose your life.
But if you have time, like I said, maybe watch an episode or two. I would love to get your input on this social experiment because I love a good social experiment.
Okay, I'll watch it. My man at the bottom was like, I am just happy that somebody is acknowledging the fact that we are good people in South Africa.
He was so sweet. Oh, Genesis, he was sweet. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. He would have been my buddy. Like, all right, Genesis.
He was so sweet. He would have been your buddy. Why not give Genesis a chance?
Oh, because he's with someone. But if he wasn't with anybody, yeah, I would give him a chance.
He's with the girl to his left.
Yeah, and she's cute. That's Tabby.
That's his girlfriend?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah. That's why he didn't cheat. He better not. You're not going to get another one of those. You're going to end up with something over here in the pink.
Shut up. That's not true.
That looks like Charles. What's her name? Auntie what? What is her name?
That is Miss Netta.
Miss Netta.
Lebo does not look like Miss Netta.
Oh, yes, she does.
That is not nice.
Oh, yes, she does.
That is not nice.
Charles.
And she's so sweet. She's the one that got cheated on.
Listen to your broski now. I be trying to tell you, you don't want to listen to nobody all the time. Now, out of the picture, I'm like, yeah, that's Miss Netta. Oh, she's sweet. Yeah, all right. Well, yeah, she was the one that got cheated on.
You're terrible.
Is it?
You're terrible.
Is it terrible?
You're terrible.
Is it terrible, or is it just what we think? In that picture that we are looking at here at the bottom of the screen, she is, whoever she's sitting next to is cut off.
But if you've seen her man, you'd be like, you did the cheating?
Men always have the ability to be not pleasant by the eyes and still cheat. That's not hard for them, because if they had the right money, somebody gonna excuse all the ugliness. I'm not saying this woman is ugly. I'm just saying she's the least attractive in what is in this picture. So when I was like, well, his girl is definitely better than that, like, because if he had that girl that's in the pink to his right, our left, and then they switched him with her over here on the far right in the light pink. Oh yeah, she should know right then and there. Yeah, my man good, because and then if I was doing the social experiment, I'd be like,
well, you get to pick.
I'm like, this is what you guys
get to pick your person.
think of me. Just like when the one person told me, like, I thought that you liked such and such, and I was like, what? Of all people, damn, you get insulted. Like, is that what I give off?
Unfortunately, I do feel like sometimes people think the worst, and I don't understand why.
You think the worst of me?
No, just people in general.
Oh, because sometimes the worst is true. And in this picture, she's the worst. And that's why when you said she got cheated on, boom goes the dynamite. I knew it. because she looks like Miss Netta. Is it Netta?
It's Miss Netta.
And she look like Miss Netta, who is not Miss.
No, not at all.
And is Bill Cosby's brother.
Actually, his name is Joe.
They finally found out what his real name is?
Yeah. He was doing old videos of when he was going by Joseph. He still had the whole list thing going on, but it was Joseph.
And people have given him money for this Miss Netta character.
Yes.
I won't do it unless the check is right.
What to say? At this point, tell me what you want to.
Nah, I can't sell out, man.
Everything has a price.
I can't sell out. Few moments later, Charles. What was he saying? Your dinner's ready?
Your lunch is ready.
Your lunch. That is terrible. And wasn't he not gay?
He allegedly was with a woman and had a child, but for whatever reason, he's the one that's doing the bending, or might be getting bent over. Who knows?
So next on TDS is what? Because that's crazy.
So, of course, my dating life is a joke. So let's talk about it.
Is this it?
I don't know. No, down. That what? And that's exactly how I felt. So, as you all know, I travel a lot for work. Thank God I am on a 3-month hiatus, and I just so happened to be on a plane, and the person sitting next to me in my row was a guy that I used to talk to some years ago, like when I first moved down here, probably like 2016, 2017. It's been a minute. He was one guy that I stopped talking to because in his mind, he thought that by taking me to lunch, we were official. Yeah. And literally when I told him that on the phone, he got upset. And he's like, I just been taking you to lunch and we're not together. What? Excuse me?
So many jokes, but we got to get to the story because it's getting late.
So, I kindly just moved him to the side.
Jokes.
Kindly moved him to the side because I'm like, yeah, you don't seem stable. And it's sad because he's a very intelligent man and very well established, but he is not a good person, for lack of better words, at least in my opinion, because he's very much self-absorbed, and you'll see what I'm talking about when I get into the rest of the story. So I'm on the plane. I'm getting ready to go to sleep because I'm tired, and that's typically what I do on the plane. I put my headphones on and I knock out, and I feel somebody flop next to me, and I'm like, what the, who, what? And I turn and it's him, and he's like, well, oh my gosh, what is this? And I'm staring at him, and I'm like, hello. You gonna act like you don't remember me? I said, hello, what more do you want? And he's like, I'm just trying to figure out what this means. Like, what are you doing on my flight? What's going on? What is this? And the whole time I'm like, it just happens to be a coincidence. We're not going to think anything more of this. It is what it is. So
my man said, what does this mean? Continue. Not time for jokes.
So then he goes into asking me, like, how you doing? I'm good. The usual about work and why we're both in Boston. So we get that out of the way. And then I had already known that this man was married because he sent me a friend request. And when I seen on his page, I'm seeing like, oh, okay, you're finally married. Great. But you don't need to be my friend. I do not friend married men unless they're family members, So I'm like, your friend request is not accepted. So then we go into the whole, well, are you single? And I'm like, yeah, I'm single, and he's like, oh, and shows me his ring finger. And I'm like, well, congratulations, sugar. Proud of you. That's awesome. I'm glad to hear that. And he's like, it's not what I thought. And I'm like, well,
it never is. Now what?
So I'm like, when'd you get married?
Never is, bruh.
I'm like, when'd you get married? oh, we just got married on, in February on Valentine's Day. It was super romantic. I said, well, great. I said, y'all should still be in the honeymoon stage. I'm here for this. No, like, and then he goes into this whole thing complaining about this woman, how she's not doing anything right. And he was upset because she didn't offer to take him to the airport. And instead he had to Uber, and, that when they wake up and he says good morning, she's just aggressive, and he feels like she needs to go to therapy because he's in therapy and he's trying to be zen, and I don't even know who this person is. It's like she changed. She doesn't want to do anything. She doesn't really want to clean. She doesn't want to cook. And I said, well, how long have you known her? I've known her for 7 years. Okay. I said, well, there has to be something redeeming about her. I said, you proposed to her, so there must be something about her that you like. Everything changed. I said, well, it's only May. What possibly could have changed from February to May? I said, but regardless, I said, it's Black love. Y'all will figure it out. You'll figure it out. I said, you go home and you work it out with her. And he's like, well, why didn't we work out? I said, what does that matter? I said, that does not matter right now because you are a married man and you have a woman to get home to. Then he goes even further to say, well, why didn't we have sex? I said, you know what? I said, this is extremely inappropriate.
Bing. Get this, man. This is not his seat. This is not. Check his ticket. I'm being harassed. It's not his seat.
I was so close.
Because that wasn't his seat, right?
No, that was his seat.
Oh, that makes it worse.
Yeah. No, this is Delta. So this is your seat. This is what you're assigned. And he's like, oh, I'm usually in first class. So
plain full.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah. Plain was full.
Next thing, bing. Can I move?
I so badly wanted to ask them. I don't care if they were in the back of the fucking plane. I'd be like, do you want my seat? But we had already lifted off. We were in air. So then he asked me that. Well, why didn't we have sex? I said, because we did not. We did not. And I said, that is extremely inappropriate. And you as a married man asking me that question, I do not appreciate that. So let's stop this, and he's like, well, was it me? I said, what is me answering this question going to do for you right now? I said, let it go. You were married. You moved on. I moved on. So let it go. And then
next time travel with my extra pair of Beat headphones. So you could just be like,
I had my headphones on.
Oh, he's a headphone disruptor?
Yes.
Hey, man, don't touch me. My headphones is on.
That's the thing that I had to get to. So then he takes it a step further and grabs my hand and does this. When I tell you I snatched my hand away, I said, please don't do that.
You should have clawed him with the other hand. Back up.
I said, please don't do that. I said, please stop. So then he decides to take it one step further and puts his hand on my knee. I said, I need you to stop right now. I just need you to stop. I said, you're bothering me. You're a married man. This isn't good. Please do not touch me. Oh, I still thought that there was something there. There's nothing there. You are a married man. Stop fucking touching me. What makes you think that this is okay? Because I'm a married man and I'm miserable. So help me out here. I don't want to hear that. I don't know. I just threw that out there. Because to me, at that point in time, it's borderline harassment. Exactly. Then goes in to say, well, I'm taking applications for a side chick. I said, you know what? I'm done with this. This nigga said that? Yes, he did. He did. Somebody must have liked that conversation. I'd be like, obviously his wife. I'd be like, you know what? Here's what we're going to do. Let's ask your wife what she thinks. And that's what I asked him. And what did he say? Oh, no. Why you keep bringing her up? Because you are a married man. Because you're married, dude. Like, don't be that type of weirdo. Oh, Lord. The best thing you could have done in that situation as a man is just say, well wishes and thanks. And it was good seeing you, and hopefully we can link up with somehow, some way, another time, and then leave it alone. Anything more, you are now being a creeper, borderline harassment. And the moment you touched me, like I said, you should have clawed him with your other hand. Don't touch me, nigga. Don't do it. I wish I would have had my pepper spray, but you can't travel with that because I 110% would have pepper spray. Or screamed, ma'am, are you okay? This man touched me. Was there a middle seat? No, because on Delta, if you're in Delta Comfort, There's only 2 seats on the right hand side.
Oh man.
Yeah. And he happened to be in that next seat. And
I'm like, man, don't make me write a review about you on Delta. There was this creepy man.
And that's what I'm saying. Like, I know where you work. I definitely could make your life hell. I know who your wife is. She's on Facebook. So if I wanted to, I could be that person, but I'm not going to because that takes.
Yeah, what was the end game for him?
The end game was, you're going to take my telephone number. We're going to get off this plane, and you think that you're going to sleep with me because I am that one that you did not get a chance to have that opportunity with. And it's never going to happen. Never, because you're big, you're sloppy. You've gained a lot of weight.
Stress is a thing that I think we all need to understand is real. And at times you might add a couple pounds on. I don't think we should body shame here.
Because no, he's that type of guy that because you have money, you feel like you can look any sort of way or you can talk to people any sort of way. Because that's what he told me. He was like, oh, if I knew you were in town, I would have got tickets to the Boston Celtics. Sir, you were talking to the wrong person because I didn't even know it was the playoffs. I don't care. Like, no. But
she don't like sports like that.
Because when I said that to my friend, she's like, he offered to take you to the playoffs? I was like, yeah, then. It's like, do you know how much those tickets are? Girl, I don't give a fuck. Like,
but why would I go to a game in front like I like this experience with a guy who's married and then we end up on Sports Center looking stupid? Like, ain't that mom?
And then now this chick is trying to find out who I am on social media and trying to ruin my life. I don't have time for it. You're not cute enough for that. There are certain men where you're like, I might want to risk it all because you are fine. He is not one of them. Like you said, this is borderline harassment. Go away. I told you no, I'm not interested. I literally smacked your hand. I told you don't touch me. And I put my headphones on and I went to sleep. So why do you feel as though something's going to happen from this? It's not happening. It didn't happen. And you're married. Nigga, you are married. And you keep trying to throw but he keeps trying to throw money in my face. Oh, we went to Hawaii and, I took her on a super romantic, trip. Okay, that's good. So take her on another one and another one. And another one, but leave me alone. I'm not that type of person that is moved by money and status. I promise you, because you have an ugly personality and you're an ugly person deep down. And that's why I didn't want to be bothered with you.
Ah, man. I'm sorry you had to go through that, man.
Nigga, this is my life. And
That's
I don't
terrible.
know who in my ancestry I pissed off or who pissed off whom for me to continually experience such unfortunate dating situations. But I need this to stop.
That is terrible.
Isn't it?
And he's terrible. Well, who is he?
I'm not going to put his name out there.
See, you still being nice.
Yeah, no. We said situations and no names.
Pull up his face and see this nigga, man.
I blocked him.
Damn it.
Yeah, I blocked
I
him.
didn't. What's his name?
When we get off air, I will tell you.
All right, yeah, because what the hell? People need to stop.
This is a man in his 40s. I think he's older than you.
Oh, then he's a predator.
Yeah.
He's a creeper.
I think he's like 44, 45.
He's a creeper. Because that's the problem. He's a groomer and he thinks like things. Because those young girls, money, you want them young girls, you show that money. You're going to get them every single time. I say 8 times out of 10. If you got money or some type of status to you, that's all you need. And that's going to cover bases for a lot of these younger girls.
And that's so sad because you have a daughter. He has a daughter.
How old?
She's just graduating from high school, going into college.
He's a creeper.
Yeah. And I can tell you how much he wasn't invested in anything other than trying to sleep with me because he said that his daughter is she got accepted at NC State, which is awesome. And she wants to get into creative writing. And I said, well, I have a friend who is in, the writing field. She has 2 books that are published. One's coming out this year and the other one's coming out next year. I said, if your daughter is looking for a mentor, I'm happy to make the connection. He walked off the plane, didn't even bother to get the information.
Yeah, because it wasn't that. It was trying to get some buns. And you ain't trying to let me get no buns? Fuck FTK. Kids, I don't give a damn about no damn kids. I want some buns. You denied me buns.
This is disgusting. Disgusting.
These it works for somebody. So he did it.
I hate that it works. I hate women. Please want better. Because this is terrible. When I tell you, It's his personality that does, because he's not a bad looking guy, but because of who you are and how you act, you're ugly to me. And then, like I said, then on top of that, you literally have that whole engineer body where it's like you look like you're pregnant, and I need you to stop.
I mean, I think that's where I think we need to just discuss some things. Because before the show started, I told you how I felt, but I can't do that now because that would be crazy. But I'm working on it, though. You know what I'm saying? I don't like the way my arms look
you don't
anymore.
look pregnant. This dude looked visibly pregnant. Like it literally looked like a baby hump. Then your beard looks crazy. Your teeth look crazy. Like, dude, you make too much money to look this way. Like, let's not do this. Let's not. Just
stress is real.
Well, damn it! Don't come over here stressing me out because I go home and
Bean.
Hi, Bean. Oh, Bean, I have to tell you this story when you come into town, girl.
I don't have anything to say positive. At this point in time, I just feel like the reason why men come off that way is because it works for someone. Mm-hmm. And because it works for someone, it's just we're going to keep rolling the dice. I would feel very insulted and creeped out by that type of advancement. I don't know. And if you're married like that, then you shouldn't be married because you're an embarrassment for your significant other.
Absolutely.
You are a true embarrassment, and that is embarrassing her because you are just going to be looked at as a creeper. But then now it's going to be like, and you married this, and then now she's involved because it's like, ugh.
Which is a shame because she's a really nice looking woman, you know, for him. Because I'm like, you got that, and he's like, well, I always get cute women. Gross.
Right. And see, that's the other thing. Know your limits, guy. You don't want to lose this one because it's only downhill from there for you because you're not going to replace it. But gross.
It's money. All he has to do is flash money and somebody's going to be like, ooh, okay. Absolutely the hell not.
Yeah, that's the part that's crazy. Man, that money hit, it changes some things. Not for me because I ain't got no money to hit. So... But I've seen it. I ain't never had no money to hit, but I have seen it.
Yeah, girl. Yeah.
Yeah. And when you get status and when you get power and you have a couple dollars, then the world is yours. And I promise you that. And I've experienced it in ways that I'm like, oh, this is what this is like.
But have you ever been a creeper?
No.
See, that's the difference. Where it's like,
because if you abuse the power, then you're going to lose the power. You see what I'm saying? And then also when it comes down to money, I've never been a creeper because I don't want to pay for anything like that because the ROI is terrible. Why do I want to pay for another headache? So that's not happening. So I'm not a dude that's like, what you mean money? First of all, I ain't got the money for another one. I got 3 girls.
Yes, you do.
I have a ex-wife.
Yes, you do.
And I have a current fiance. Mm-hmm. I'm tapped.
You are.
I have no money to do things crazy like that. Everything is calculated. Everything. So for those who have that flexibility, and one time I did, right? When I was working at Fidelity, I had that flexibility, but it still cost you something. And I'm not willing to pay that price. Not for buns. Like, what? You got to be kidding me. There's no way.
It's insane. And you know what's also troubling, and I'm pretty sure, you know, women can agree to this. You have to be very careful of how you turn a guy down because you don't know what type of reaction that you're going to get.
Because these weirdos be getting violent and creepy and all that other stuff. And it's like, you're not entitled to anybody. You're not entitled to anybody's body, nothing. You're not. But these men, you know, this macho ego attitude that is filtering through social media and all that makes people feel like this is acceptable. Mm-hmm. Because it is shown that that's what women want. And it's whack. That's why I cannot stand what I see on social media from men and women, and especially our interactions, because it makes it seem like women just want the money and men just want the sex and body. And it's like, yo, y'all are some superficial people. But then when you look at the people who are producing this content, most of them are young. And you got old people like him watching these young things and letting that penetrate and grow seeds in his mind instead of realizing I'm 44 years old. Young people are going to do young people. There's a lot of ridiculous young things that I've done that I look back on and be like, woo, I was stupid. Or woo, she let that ride. Young.
Mm-hmm.
But when you are now of age and you have somewhat of maturity or somewhat of your mindset is somewhat mature, you know you're doing wrong.
Right.
And you can only operate in certain space. It's not that, oh, well, these women are messed up. It's that I can only operate in the space of these younger minds because this is what influences them. When you remove that, it removes a piece of conversation. Now I don't know what to talk about. So now I'm just sitting on the plane doing weird stuff like touching you. What? You don't have no finesse game to even touch me. Like, that's crazy.
No.
And so, it's unfortunate. And I need to see a picture of this dude.
Oh,
so
I will
we need
definitely
to shut this thing down. So I can be like, man, you're the creeper that was touching my sister on the plane? You're gross.
I will 100% show you a picture because I definitely blocked his ass. I'm like, you are disgusting and you make my stomach turn. And I wish I had the opportunity to pepper spray you, but it wouldn't have been good on the plane. I would have been on the no-fly list.
You could have did it when y'all got out, right before he got in the Uber.
Like, literally, when we got off the plane, he disappeared. I have no idea where this nigga went.
That was God helping you out. Sometimes he just removes people because it's like nobody needs this, especially before I got to handle work stuff.
Right.
So get away from me.
Please. And I hope you watch this shit just so you know how disgusting you are and know that I could definitely tell your wife, but I'm not going to do that because I don't believe in drama and I don't have time for it.
I might have recorded it. Beep. What you say?
And she has to know. You have to know when your man is a creeper.
Pull down your little chair. Let me go ahead and put you on camera, sir. Boop.
You have to know.
Boop. So what were you saying? Let's
know.
make sure your wife sees this video, sir. Oh, nah? Okay, I'm going to put my headphones on now. Then when he touched me, boop, wait. Do that again? Because... And that's what you got to do, man. Unfortunately, you got to pull out that camera. And now they back. No, don't film me doing crazy stuff and saying crazy stuff.
I'm saying everyone is easily accessible. So like you said, your life can very well be ruined, but just leave me alone. That's all I ask. Just leave me alone.
Sounds good to me. Well, it's the 8 o'clock hour. We're done talking about creepers. We made it. I made it. Every now and again, I keep looking at myself like, y'all, I was sleeping in the car, right? So when we drive here, all right, I try to catch a nap because, I've been up since 4 o'clock in the morning. I wake up at 4 a.m. And it's about a 30-minute drive to the station. And I carpool with Kim. And if anybody knows Kim drives like a bat out of hell. And she's trying to do better, I can tell, but it's hurting her soul because her brake game is trash. So it's all gas, no brakes over there. So every now and again, you try to get that nap in. You know how you just sit in the car and you just try to, all right, that mom nap. You try to get that one where she hits you with the, I can hear you. I can still hear everything. My eyes, I'm just resting my eyes. So today... I'm sitting there and we're buckled in. Oh, you get buckled in nice and tight. And we hit the first curve. And it was like, God damn. And the second time we hit one, my damn hat came off. So it was like this. Like it was like this.
I thought you were playing.
God damn, I can't even get a nap with you. Nigga, I'll be trying to tell you, I've been up since 4 o'clock. Help me out. Let me get a nap so I'm not looking crazy. She just had me. I'm like, God damn. Sheesh. So needless to say.
My bad.
And she did it twice. I had to hit her with the A. Now wait. Hitting these curves kind of hard. Damn.
I swear I thought you were playing with the hat.
No. Head hit off. You know where the buckle is on the side of your head? My head hit off the buckle. That's why I'm like, bang, the hat flew off. What the Come on, GW, hitting them curves kind of hard. Like, come on. So needless to say, the nap didn't happen in the car.
My bad.
So hopefully tomorrow on the live.
Lena doesn't have any problems when she's driving with me.
Bang, bang. I'm like, oh, what the hell? No nap there. So needless to say, no nap was taken. And I ain't gonna lie to y'all, man. Sometimes I got better, but
you slept here.
It wasn't enough though. I ain't gonna lie to you. It's the kids. Y'all gotta understand. It's the kids. If you know a teacher or somebody who works in school.
See, Lena ain't got no problem with my driving.
Well, Lena, we gotta check how you drive. If you know somebody who works in the school, I ain't gonna lie to you, man. Just every now and again, just like, yo, you good? So they could just tell you, like, nah, I'm not. I'm not good at all. Those kids need so much from you in the course of a day. By the time you wake up, like, la, 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 going to school, by the time you leave, you like, oh. And the people in my school think that I'm just supposed to keep taking and keep taking and keep taking from the kids that they don't want to deal with. Mm-hmm. And so every single day is I got a dude that comes in my class every day and sleeps. But he's being kicked out because he sleeps in class.
Is he narcoleptic?
I don't know. I think he just, he involves himself in extracurricular activities that he should not. And so then now, hey, yo, man, wake up. Hey, yo, man, wake up. Hey, yo, man, wake up. I mean, throughout the day. I'm not talking about just a period. It is throughout the day.
Why is he not suspended? Why do you keep coming to in-school suspension?
Because they ran out of options. Like, they've suspended him. He's come back. He does the same thing. You can't keep suspending him for the same thing over and over and over and over and over. So it's like, because he's not harming anyone, he just sleeps. And then now the teacher's like, oh, you just let him come in class and sleep. No, you just kick him out of the class because he slept, and then now I got to deal with him.
Yeah, I was like, so wake him the fuck up.
Man, when I tell you, and that's just one. There's a kid that is no longer allowed to go back to class. He only comes with me for the rest of the day, for the rest of the school year. For the next 2 weeks, he's with me. So imagine dealing with a kid that does not want to be in school at all, and you got to deal with him every single day. Man. So when I get here, I'm like, only to be thrown against the car. God damn.
Well, you can drive.
Oh, then we'll really be over an edge. So anybody who didn't see TDS radio last week, this is why I couldn't make it. The drive from my school here is way too much. And I'm a person, I don't know about y'all, I'm a person who falls asleep behind the wheel.
Oh, I have.
That's what I'm saying. So I don't want to do that, because then now everybody's like, where's Coach Block? And I'm in the ditch.
In the new car too? Ooh, Chiquita gonna kick your ass.
Right. She'll be like, nigga, get out. And I'll be on the we just got this car. What about me? What about you? We should probably stop now.
Yeah.
Before I get in trouble.
Well,
so
it's been a day.
God. I'm just laughing because, man, I hit my head so hard and that hat flew off. I'm like, well, did she do it on purpose? You know how you jerk a car and then bang, bang. I'm like, did she do that on purpose? Hey, yo, you hitting them curves kind of hard, baby. God damn. God willing, we will see y'all tomorrow.
All right,
thank you for tuning in. We'll be better tomorrow. We'll try. TDS Radio, our voice, our culture.